Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 is coming up here at the very start of December 6th. It is launching, and obviously, this is going to be one of the largest content updates or general updates in Call of Duty history for a handful of reasons. Warzone in and of itself is seeing one of the largest, most game-changing updates ever with the brand new Urzikstan map, the new MW3 movement mechanics, new perks, all sorts of stuff like that. Multiplayer is also getting a fair bit of content as well. But as of recently, we've learned about even more things set for Season 1 and guaranteed confirmed to be coming in Season 1. Also some new leaks and some new rumors for some other content that has the potential to drop at some point during Season 1 as well. Meaning one of the largest updates in COD history just got even bigger. So, as we get into the new details here today, if you enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's try and aim for 1,500 likes on this one. Would seriously appreciate it if we could hit that. And if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you're up to date with all things going on in Call of Duty, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, of course, when it comes to Season 1 itself, it's another seasonal update in Call of Duty. And really, ever since MW 2019, when we started doing this seasonal cycle, there's a lot of very standard content every single season that changes in the content itself, but the core of it is all the same, obviously. You know, with Season 1, we're going to see a new battle pass. We're going to see some new operators drop. We're going to have a handful of new weapons and whatnot. We're probably going to see a free access week at some point in time as well. So there's standard stuff that you come to expect from every single COD season. And as I mentioned in the intro there, Season 1 just happens to be very significant for a lot of reasons with that standard content, especially considering the Warzone integration is going to be so drastic and game-changing in and of itself. But with Sledgehammer doing their recent AMA over on Reddit, we got some additional details into some confirmed content for some upcoming seasonal updates, including Season 1. We also have some new interesting leaks that could expand on things even more. So let's focus first on some of the official things that have been confirmed via Sledgehammer. And the first one here, pretty exciting and great for the overall grind here if you're someone who's constantly using multiplayer to level up your guns, especially if you're doing it for Warzone, or if you're trying to get some camo progress done, whatever the case may be like that. So someone ended up asking during the AMA how many gunfight maps will be available when it launches in Season 1. In case you missed it, yes, gunfight is returning here in Season 1, so we are going to have gunfight and cutthroat live at the same time. There was a lot of concern, hey, there's this new 3v3v3 mode, kind of like Champions Hill from Vanguard. Obviously that sort of like replaced gunfight for the time being. Is that going to be the case this year? No, we're going to have both coexisting, which obviously is very cool. And to this, Sledgehammer confirmed there will be 6 2v2 maps or 6 gunfight maps in the rotation in Season 1, including 4 carry forward maps from MW2 and a brand new map training facility, which is available at Season 1 launch. Shipment will also return. So this confirms our gunfight map rotation. Obviously with gunfight being 2v2, there are only specific maps that'll actually work for gameplay here. If you were trying to play this on some of the 6v6 maps, maybe outside of Rust, you'd be hunting forever to try and find players. Like imagine gunfight on Derail would be utterly hilarious. You'd spend the entire round just looking for someone, hoping you could spot some movement. But 4 carry forward maps from MW2's gunfight variation. We're not sure what those 4 maps are going to be yet, but we know that those will be there on launch. The brand new training facility map, we actually got a preview image of a little bit ago when Call of Duty first detailed their Season 1 content and revealed the 6v6 maps that we're getting, and then also obviously training facility as a map itself. And for the first time here, we get the confirmation of Shipment returning as well. And this means that Shipment is going to be included as a 2v2 gunfight map, but then it's Shipment, it should also be coming as a full-on 6v6 map. And what do you know, post-edit Zach here, as I was editing this, news came out that this upcoming week, Shipment's actually going to drop a little bit early for 6v6 specifically, and we'll have that as a featured playlist. Obviously, we're going to have Shoot House dropping, so we'll have Shoot the Ship probably returning as some playlists. We also have Rust available though too, and you might remember that back during MW 2019, we had Shoot the Rusty Ship here and there as like a trio playlist going on too. So a lot of potential with that, but we know for a fact as far as 6v6 maps go that we were going to see our 3 brand new ones in the form of Rio, Greece, and Meat. But Sledgehammer did confirm that Shipment is going to be returning as well, so that should also blend into 6v6 gameplay. Now, that's all confirmed officially now for Season 1, making this update even larger. One that's not directly confirmed for Season 1, but for future seasons, is the return of Demolition as a mode. Someone in the AMA asked, or said rather, would love to see Demolition again, and Sledge responded saying Demolition is planned to explode, pun intended, on the scene in a later season. Now, they didn't specify, obviously, if it was going to be Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. It could be Season 1 Reloaded for all we know. We're just going to have to wait and see there. But on the topic of modes and new seasonal updates, Demolition is now officially confirmed. Now, the other things that we have here are some new leaks and some new rumors for various parts of gameplay here, stemming from MW3 Intel over on Twitter. And with this, keep in mind, these are leaks, so it's not guaranteed to be happening necessarily at Season 1 launch or Season 1 Reloaded. It certainly could. Obviously, we're going to have to wait for the roadmaps and whatnot to drop probably later on this week or early next. And once we see those official confirmations, we're going to have a much better idea. But this stuff could happen at any point in time, sooner or later. We're just going to have to wait and see initially, right? But first things first here, zombies, Modern Warfare zombies, or DMZ zombies, whatever you want to call it, apparently is going to be seeing some pretty extensive updates with some seasonal updates in terms of content. We already have Act 1, 2, and 3 available in the game. Apparently there is going to be an Act 4 eventually, according to MW3 Intel yet again. And alongside Act 4, there's also going to be the introduction of a Tier 4 zone in game, which would be pretty interesting to see. Obviously, right now, Tier 1 is the lowest threat, Tier 2 is the medium threat, Tier 3 is the highest threat. The Tier 4 zone would be ultra dangerous per se, and apparently it's going to take place in the dark ether, sort of calling back to Cold War zombies with that. So some interesting gameplay updates that could spice things up for zombies potentially here in Season 1. There's also been some leaks that MW3 Intel posted about in regards to Exfil streaks returning. Obviously, we had these back in DMZ, and these are supposed to be coming back to Modern Warfare Zombies now. Again, could happen during Season 1. We're just going to have to wait and see since it is just a leak as of now. But with this, you know, exfilling in zombies is super standard and super easy. So long as you don't crash or time out, you should be able to get these incredibly fast. You exfil once, you get like 500 essence. You exfil twice, you get 5 armor plates at the start. Exfil streak 4 could be 30% off a perk machine cost. Exfil streak 6, increased contract payout, all the way up to exfil streaks 9 and 10, which allow you to start with 5,000 essence, basically a free pack-a-punch right away, and exfil streak 10 being 20% off the pack-a-punch cost. That would be super advantageous for gameplay. Now, if you're someone who's grinding out the zombies camos, those streaks would help you a ton with that specifically. So that would be a nice reward to see reintroduced into zombies this year. And then lastly, in terms of Season 1 bonus content, we covered these briefly the other day, but apparently Season 1's going to include even more in-game events. We've talked about the Makarov versus Task Force 141 event. There's also going to be a The Boys versus the 7 event as well, and a Codmas event, a holiday event that's going to change some of the maps to snowy maps, introduce snowball gunfight, and add in various other holiday themed changes to multiplayer and Warzone. So Season 1 is going to be significant across the board. Of course, you get all the standard content. The new weapons are going to be awesome. Of course, we're going to see that first MW3 Battle Pass, the new 6v6 maps for multiplayer, new modes, Warzone's integration. We're going to see zombies updates now as well. A lot of game-changing updates all around. And of course, we're going to see some official announcements and reveals throughout this week, I would imagine, and into next week as well. So as we get the new official confirmations and reveals, any new info, you guys know I'm going to keep you up to date with everything you need to know. So if you want to guarantee you never miss that info, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and drop a like on it on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.